Good night, everyone, and welcome. This is reflection session on your pedagogical practices experience in the outcome of, of the Agora meeting. I am Gabriela, last name Quintero Galan, and I will be guiding to this discussion as we explore the key aspect of your journey throughout the course. This is valuable opportunity to share insights, celebrate achievements, and reflection on areas for growth. I encourage everyone to express their parts openly and to actively listen to one another perspective. Mm, Let's begin with our first question. Number one, what was the most rewarding aspect of your pedagogical practice experience?
Hello, my name is Valentina Navarro. These are the answers to the question. Um, the most rewarding aspect of a pedagogical practice experience usually varies from person to person, but in general, some common elements include saying a student academic, personal, emotional progress is very motivation, identifying that there is a strategy, positive affect their learning can be they will rewarding, focusing on overcoming challenges such as classroom management or creating effective strategies can be a sort of spray and satisfaction. This is innovative activities that capture student attention and make they enjoy learning is also a very rewarding experience. Thank you.
Wow, that's great, Valentina. Thank you. I'm Christian Garcia, and as for me, the most rewarding aspect of my pedagogical practice experience was honestly the preparation I gained through observing classes and participating in academic space, because it allowed me to understand the dynamics of teaching and learning environments, especially in classrooms, and in this case, in virtual classrooms, and as well as how theories translate into practical applications in these spaces. Thank you.
Hi, I am Lady Chinchilla. My answer to the first question is the most rewarding aspect of my teaching practice based on observing virtual class was analyzing different teaching strategies and how teaching adapted their methods to the digital environment. It allowed me to define the effective practice and reflect on how to apply them in my photo rotation career. Additionally, observing the interaction between a student and the teacher in a virtual context enriched my understanding of online learning. Thank you.
Hello, teacher and classmates. My name is Pablo José Uribe Gomez, and for me, the most rewarding aspect of your pedagogical practice experience, part of my experience was seeing my students' growth firsthand, watching them learn new vocabulary, improve their pronunciation, and gain confidence felt incredibly fulfilling. Moments when a student excitedly answered a question, or finally understood a trick concept. Reminded me why I choose to become a teacher. It's two small victories, their smiles, their curiosity that made the effort worldwide. Thank you.
Without a doubt, one of the more rewarding aspects was the opportunity to improve my speaking skill, especially my pronunciation. This not only helped me feel more confident when communicating, but also strengthened my confidence as a future teacher, knowing I can this with clarity and precision. Moving on to our second question. Number two, how did the course content help your understanding different ways to support language learning?
Okay, the content of course can be instrumental in user how to support language learning as is offer theoretical and practical foundation of 10 years strategies, yes, methods and approaches. Learning about methods used at the communicative approach that's based learning on the structured approach allow strategies to be adapted according to the needs of the students. Integrating technological tools such as application, online platform, and interactive software facilitates more dynamic and personalized learning. The course serves teach how to effectively assess and provide constructive feedback so that the student can continuously improve in the understand the role of culture and concept in language learning helps to foster motivation and relevance in lesson. Thank you.
Okay, well, in my case, the course content help me by offering various perspectives on methodologies, activities, exercises, and dynamics applying in educational settings. Also, it provides me with a deeper understanding of how to effectively support language learning through innovative and practical strategies, always based in a communicative environment. Thank you.
Okay, I think the course content allowed me to understand how to integrate dynamic and meaningful activities to support language learning, such as interactive games, guide reading, and collaborative projects. Additionally, I learned the importance of creating a motivating environment and incorporating authentic materials that contain the language to students' daily lives. This helped me visualize how to foster both language compression and production in a natural and contextualized way. Thank you. Continue, Pablo.
Sorry, there's a little bit of noise in my house. Um, Give me a second. How the course content helped you to support language learning? The course content gave me practical tools and strategies to better support my students. I learning how to adapt lessons to a different learning style and needs, whether by using visuals for visual, learnings of role-playing activities for those who learn by doing. I realize how important it is to create a safe, inclusive, and engaging environment where students feel encouraged to practice without fear of making mistakes. This strategy is helping me connect with my students and guide them through their language learning journey.
Okay. Um, the course content allow me to discover and apply digital tools that enrich the learning process. This tool make class more interactive and dynamic, making teaching and learning easier. I also learning to integrate innovator and train to respond to this individual need of student. Um, Now discuss your uh, theoretical growth. Number three, how did your understanding of language acquisition theories uh, evolve during the course?
Okay, understanding of language acquisition theories often involve significantly during a language acquisition course, moving from advancing understanding a deeper, more critical insight. Our first theories such as Crash or Vygotsky might send a brass over time. You learn to apply then in specific teaching situation, a more nuanced understanding of whole factors should is again social environment, motivation, and individual difference affect language acquisition is the developed over time. Students develop the ability to create analyze theories and adapt them to the needs of their students rather really follow uh, them. Thank you.
Okay, for me, I will say that my understanding of these language acquisition theories were involved as I observe how they are reflected in students' learning process. These diverse methodologies and strategies used in the classes I observe along with the implementation of didactic resources and materials that showcase the practical application of these theories in first language acquisitions, especially in this kind of virtual environments. Thank you.
Perfect. And for me, my understanding of language acquisition theories changed significantly during the course. At the beginning, I had a more general and practical view of language learning, but as the course progressed, I was able to content the theories with real classroom situations. I learning to identify how factors such as motivation, context, and practice influence the way students acquire the language, and I gained better understanding of how the default ideas that support their progress in a more effective and personalized way. Thank you.
At first, I relied a lot of on traditional teaching methods, but the course introduced me to a new perspective. Theories like Ruskin input hypothesis and Vygotsky constructivism helped me see that language learning is more about exposure, interaction, and meaningful practice that just see that memorizing rules. I started focusing more on creating authentic, engaging activities that let students learn naturally. This shift made me feel more confident in my teaching and helped me understand my students better.
My evaluation in these areas was significant, even though the honorary have some knowing of certain traits to course help me depend my understand of stuff I don't know before. I learned how to connect those theories with pedagogical practices with help my understand various how a student authors I knew language the house to guide them more effectively. Um, number number four, what innovative activity this can most effective to engage a student in the Agora meeting?
Okay, the innovative activity was their presentation, and that a student presented as a project, which is very cool since we were able to visualize a little of what happened because they were very good projects for us future teachers. Thank you.
Okay, in my case, one of the most innovative activity that I found which is the most effective was the use of artificial intelligence to create resources, such as the song created by the Professor Diego to teach the alphabet, which was amazing. This approach demonstrates how the artificial intelligence tools can facilitate dynamic and interactive activities that meet students' needs in a creative and engaging way. Thank you.
For me, the most effective and innovative activity for me was using this activity to create argument relief projects. This tool allows students to combine art and technology, making learning interactive and exciting. Seeing how their creation came the live through their dates motivate them to participate actively, explore their creativity, and practice the language by explaining and sharing their work with others. It was an effective way the content learning with modern and engine tools. Thank you.
And my evaluation, I was genuinely impressed with the creative and effort that went into the products presented at the Agora meeting. The students took what they learned and turned it into something original and meaningful. Some projects showed excellent language use, while others highlighted areas where still need to work on, like grammar or pronunciation. Reflecting on their work made more aware of their strengths and challenge, helped me plan better future lessons. Overall, the experience left me feel proud of my project all my students and motivate to keep improving my teaching.
Um, One of the activities that impressed me the most was present by the teacher Diego Humberto. We use the application that allow us to scan interactive images with design with visuality attractive, including music and dynamic element. Um, this made the learning experience of the memorable. I also highlight the mention of practical process like tuitions, observing in action, and applying problem-based learning, which they very effective in memorizing a student. Um, Number five, what is your evaluation and reflection regarding these problems present at the Agora meeting?
Okay, the reflection of the Gora of the presentation will hold with a society in the future for a better education because in the 2021 century we are still affected below in comments classrooms and no highly qualified classrooms because without focus on the best education and very magical teachers. Thank you.
Well, I think that the products presented and at the Agora meetings showcase a great effort, understanding, and the implementation of practical activities essential for any language teacher training. Also, they reflected different approaches, trends, and learning methods that aligned with the roles of teachers in the classroom. There's also aiming to strengthen the teaching learning process through effective didactic strategies. Thank you so much.
My evaluation of the products present and the Agora meeting is positive as they reflect the sport, creativity, and commitment of the participant. Each product showed a deep understanding on the topics covered with innovative and well-structured approach. In my reflection, I believe this spike allowed not only for the sharing of ideas, but also for learning from others' perspectives, enriching my view on the how approach different pedagogical challenges. It was a valuable moment to appreciate the diversity of approaches and reaffirming the importance of collaboration in learning. Thank you.
I'm going to ask the questions because I didn't answer it. So the most effective activity at the Agora meeting was a vocabulary called word race. Students worked in teams to find words related to a team and then uses them in sentences. This activity brought so much energy into the room. The students were exciting, collaborating, and even cheering each other. It was just about learning new words. It was about using language creatively and having fun with it, which made the experience memorable for everyone. Thanks.
Um, the products preceding were very interesting and outward. Uh, each one reflected in the first and creativity of the participant and provide them practical tools that can be implemented in the class. They meant my reflection on how innovative ideas can transform English learning into something much more accessible and effectively. Mm, thank you all your bothful contributions. Your reflection today will not only engage our collectively understand but also inspires further innovating in language education. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you,
To
Thank
you,
teacher.
Gabi,
you.
and all of you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, thanks.